NorCal. 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Do you feel like they should have shut down? I'll ask both of you guys. Sammy, you go first, and I guess we'll
Shut
work
down the
our way.
lab?
Shut down the
China?
United States the way we did. You
Oh.
felt like, because I'm looking at it in the numbers, and 600,000, 700,000 people in over 18 months.
Shut down
Shut down the United States.
the way we did it?
Yeah, the way
You
we
mean
did
600,
it. Because-
700,000 deaths, you mean?
Yeah.
Or?
But we usually get about 400,000 deaths with the regular flu every year.
Right.
Is that true?
So, yes.
There's
So-
400,000 people dying from
Yes.
the flu
A lot
already?
of people die
So-
from
Had no
flu,
clue.
yeah.
So
Had no clue.
I'm just looking at it like,
Thought it
why
was
the
12.
fuck did we shut everything down?
Well,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
you look at
Just-
place. Look at like Florida, for instance. Florida hardly shut down. They're not doing too bad.
Not bad. Okay. And you're from Texas. Texas barely shut down. Was their numbers crazy?
Well, I mean, there's a big misconception there because in a lot of ways they're still shut down. I just got back from Houston.
Right.
And even though, you know, a lot of places they're not requiring masks, there's a ton of people wearing masks out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, everywhere. I mean, we went to the baseball game and, you know, even though there's no restrictions on the number of people, a lot of people were wearing masks.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, it's just really how you take it. Back to your original question, from a business perspective, do I, you know, like the way they went about it? No.
Has
of
it
course
hurt
I
your
don't.
pockets owning Kirby's here in Fremont,
Oh,
California?
my
God. I mean, the guy was. Do you remember our last show that we did over here?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
It was actually the weekend before we shut down. It was for the longest time. I had the thing is March 14th.
Yep, March
because
14th.
I made a joke about about the coronavirus and
Yep.
you know we have Coronas 2 for 1 $1. It was something stupid.
Oh, we were
Yeah, those
trashing
jokes
it.
were hot in March 2020.
I was on stage.
2 days later we were.
I was all like, "Yeah, it's gonna be fine." And then they're like, "We're not opening back fully until this guy gets on America's Got Talent." That was actually the day that California got back going,
Dude.
right?
Wow.
The first day, right? What was that day that we got?
That was
over?
15th.
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 Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane because it's like, so you guys took a big hit on that though, right? Like
Oh,
it was
God.
over.
We're still.
You're still
We're still
recovering.
trying to recover.
We're going to be recovering for a while, and we're hoping that they allow us to be indoors and outdoors and have a little more space, and we can utilize it to do some different things.
Because they made you pay for like permits and shit to put out the outside, right?
ABC, Health Department, City of Fremont, and we were
So
actually
you were losing money and had to spend more money just to keep your business going?
buy a tent, water barriers, tables. I mean, all that stuff. The insurance had to be for indoors
Extended?
and outdoors. Yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, it's there's still a cost. It's still an enormous
Yeah.
cost. Plastic cups that we have to use and buy repeatedly. Sanitizer we still have to have. Extra cleaning. Disinfectant. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's all stuff that should be done. But
it's an extra
now
cost.
we have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's an extra cost.
Ricky
Are they
was
giving you guys some kind of stimulus check for that shit or anything for business owners?
There's
No?
a couple of, there's been grant opportunities and stuff that we've all had to apply for, but it's hit or miss. There's only buckets of money, and there's so many businesses that are applying for them.
Is that per county or how does that work?
That's federal, county level,
Okay.
city level. City had some. I mean, you just put it out there. There's some private entities that were out there that were doing it, and basically I think that they were doing it more so to create a database. They would take a pool of money, they'd create a database, and they could go back to those people going, "Hey, we're offering this. Hey, we're offering this." And so, but I mean, it is what it is. If you want the money, if you need it, you're going to go try to get it, and if you get it, then that's great. But it's the equivalent of playing a slot machine, and you put your money in the slot machine, and there was nothing.
or betting the over on this fucking.
I'm asking because I am in the medical field and I saw from the hospital side they did the exact opposite because they had all these federal grants
Right.
given. They were trying to label everything as a COVID
right.
because they got paid more.
Right.
Was that
So-
true, by the way?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Because I worked in
They were just
admissions.
randomly-
I worked in admissions, so when someone got admitted, and then I got switched over to nursing, because then they were like, "Oh yeah, we do need you now."
Right.
So
Jeez.
I saw both sides where it'd be like, "Hey, someone come in with chest pain," and they'd be like, "Nope, he got COVID."
Right.
And you're like, "How do
See,
you
and
know?
that's what-
Did you
there's a
even
lot of
test
people
them?"
that are
No,
upset.
don't worry, we'll get them.
So do you feel like the
people
numbers
people
were
are upset about that because they think a lot of the deaths might have not been COVID related.
Right.
They think they might have just been what you said, that they were being labeled COVID. So so it's at the end of the day, though, with all this happening, yes, I mean, if you put the word COVID out there as part of your reason why, then you're more apt to be able to get the money. But then they also focused in on minority-owned and female-owned businesses, which is fine. I understand that. There's a line, a pecking order for that as well.
Makes sense.
We're still fishing through it. We're working through it. We're open.
Yeah, you would have been able to get a loan
We're
pretty
happy.
quick as a Hispanic female.
What about mentally handicapped?
I saw that coming, by the way. I knew it was next
How do you
on
think he
that
got on
line.
AGT? I mean,
Yeah, he's the second handicapped person on the first one. The second one's actually going to win. Josh Blue.
Oh, God. By the way,
the singing dog.
didn't you already do Last Comic Standing, friend?
Didn't he already win that? Right?
He came in second.
He came in
Did he
second.
come in second?
I
Josh
thought he
Blue
came
came
in
in second,
first.
or did he win Last Comic Standing?
Who?
Josh Blue.
Oh.
He's on AG2.
Last Comic Standing. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. I think he got first.
I was going to say,
How
I
do
think
you win Last Comic Standing at NBC and come back 12 years later and then do AGT?
do AGT.
I gotta
That
beat him.
pissed you off.
Oh,
huh?
I can't wait. Oh, all it did make me.
Let's
okay,
get back
but-
to the Corona thing real quick, just because we heard from a business standpoint, and we three do comedy, so that kind of got cut. But you've been doing a lot of shit. I seen you on Netflix or on your show.
You're 99.
So
was it? Yeah.
there was a lot of people that got cut. Shows weren't allowed to film and
Right.
all that dumb
Right.
shit. So how bad did it affect you? Because it sounded. I saw Sammy on Netflix and I was like, oh shit, he's got another TV credit. He's just on Conan.
In the middle,
Now he's
in
on,
the middle of a
yeah.
pandemic too.
Just when it started.
Very
It's
good
just
timing,
when it
yeah.
started, yeah.
100
I want to say
humans.
it dropped
Yeah.
when January on Netflix.
March 14th.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah, yeah.
And then because that would have catapulted you to get
Absolutely.
more shows
I was-
and get everything
Oh,
else.
100%. He got totally the worst end of the stick on that one.
I was ready to go out for audition. It was like I was like, this is my time, finally.
Have a good day. Here's 6 months of COVID for
but
you
it's
too.
like me.
Take that with you.
Good luck hearing for the next 6 months.
Kabir and I, we have stories like this that go back 12 years. Like you get fucked at the exact perfect
Oh, it's
time of
beautiful.
getting fucked.
I like it now.
It's almost laughable.
I just wait for it.
It's like
Come Josh Blue. Bye-bye, Standing O. He already won this. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I was like, all right, biggest break of my life, TV. Oh, virus all around the world. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. And then, just from there, I was just like, I'm just going to roll with it. I mean, we started the fucking virtual shows just to stay sane. We
Stay sane. You had the most successful virtual show in America.
It was fun. I mean, it made me feel like I never stopped doing stand-up, which, like, that was the saving grace. But, like, money-wise, I got unemployment. I got unemployment, but I still got virtual gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, it was like, it could have been so bad, but to be honest, none of that shit was on my mind. All that I could think about was, why am I fucking
Why
feeling
are you
so
feeling like
fucking
that?
weird right now? Yeah. And the whole time, I was just like, oh, the world's going to shit, fucking, but things aren't so bad in my career, but what the fuck is this? So
I know about 10 basketball players that we need to test for COVID right fucking now. I'll tell you that. Watching the Clippers. Suns
Another
game.
great
Jesus
choice.
Christ. I feel like I'm watching Mission San Jose versus Newark right now. They have a total of 80 points. But I will say, though, like, when you started your KO comedy, which is really good lead-in because I forgot about that. The KO comedy that you started, and by the way, we did a very cool virtual show together for Kirby's too, which Sammy was involved in. That was very fun.
Yeah.
But the virtual shows was pretty cool because when you created the KO comedy virtual Zoom shows, not only did you help yourself become sane, you helped a tremendous. I mean, the comedians you were getting on there.
Yeah.
Maz. I mean, killers.
Yeah.
And you would have over 140, 150 people there watching it, and I'm talking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every week for months, right?
Well, Sunday was like 30 people, but yeah.
Yeah, Sunday was. Yeah, those are the ones I was like, I'll do Friday and Saturday. I got
bingo
church
tonight.
on Sunday, church. But how many fans did you make? Because it's a true story. Like when we were doing the Zoom shows,
Yeah.
I was recently doing shows in other cities, and people have seen us on those Zoom shows,
Right.
And they have come and watched
Absolutely.
myself, and you probably had
Absolutely.
tenfold more than my stories.
Yeah.
But there was somebody that was like, man, we watched you repeatedly, and you kept our sanity going on and stuff like that.
That's
And
great.
You know, and I just kept taking half the credit for it. It's like, well, actually, it's Kabir Obeyed. So I helped. It's like, I saw you 3 times in 8 months. It's Kabir Obeyed. Is that what the KO stands for?
It can stand for a lot of things.
Yeah,
but
it used to stand for Kabir Obeyed. Until I started drinking.
I thought it stood for keep him out.
then it stood for cancels.
Canceled, obeyed. No, that's not right. So that was crazy. The KO comedy shows were amazing. You kept us afloat. A lot of great things, and I think a lot of people took a lot from your show and our show that we were doing, and I think they took a lot of positives from them and created other ones.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Ric James. That's the one you think, the comedian Ric James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.